Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's Python Live. In today's session, we will be discussing Python file handling, which is typically divided into three tasks, which is reading, writing, and manipulating the files. So, let us begin. So, before we learn how to read, write, and manipulate files on Python, let us first create a folder. So here on the desktop, I'm creating a new folder. I'm just going to label it test. So in this folder, I will be creating a text file. So I will be labeling it demo.1. And similarly, the file in which we are running our script. So let me first type in import OS. So first we are going to import this Python module called import OS. So we will be running this line and we are going to find out the current working directory. So for that, we will be typing os.getcwd, which is current working directory. So by running this line, we will know the location. So as you can see, we can see the current working directory of where the script is being run. So before learning how to read, write, and manipulate the files, let us just save this file. So I will be saving this in my test folder. So before we get started, we will go to the test folder and we are going to copy. Let us go to the test folder. So go to properties and just copy this location and just paste it here. So now if we run import OS and get current working directory, you can see that it will now show the location of the folder. So let us now get started on how we can read the file. So to first, let us open the text file. So we will type open dot and we will copy the path for the text document. So here we have demo1 dot text. So we will just copy it as path and we will paste it right here. So we will first open this by running this line, we will first open the text document. So coming to reading the file, after opening the file, let us type f.read. So as we have established here, we have opened the text file. So by printing this, by typing f.read, Python will be able to read the text file. So as you can see, it will give some details about the text file. Similarly, we can also close the file. So after we have opened the file to see to view what is in the file. So similarly, we can also close the file. So by typing f.close, we can also close the file. So this is one way in which we can read a Python file. So we have another way, which is by using with statement. So here we are saying with open, and we will copy the path for the text file demo.1. So here we say open, and so we are saying we are using the with statement. So with open as file, we are saying content equals to file dot read. So by using this function, it will be able to read. And then we are saying, sorry, just a minute. So then we are saying print content. So as we can see, we have with open as file. This is also one way in which we can open the read the file. So there is also a way. So let us go back to the file and let us type something. So for example, I am typing hello world and I am saving it. So similarly, we can use the same. So we will open the text file first, and then we will say print. So and using print, we will say f dot. We are going to use the function read line. So f dot read line. So first we will open the text file and then we will select this print document. So as you can see, it says hello world, which is the content of the text file. So then with the close function, we will close the text document again. So that is how we can read the contents of a text file. So moving on to how we can write content into the text file through Python. First, we open the file. So we will run that. And then we will say f dot write. And here we will mention what we want to add to the file. So I will just write Python 1. So I will add this. So here we will mention what line we want to add. So let us run this line. So we can also say adding new, we can just say Python. Okay, so first to add new lines, here we will open the text file, but however, we will also mention after we have added the path, we will with comma, we will mention W. So W stands for write. So this will enable us being able to write or add new lines. So we will now write f dot write and we are adding this line. So I'm just writing Python programming language. So as you can see, we have added it, and then we will uh, we'll close the file. Now let us open it again and we will read it. So if we run this line, printf dot read line, you can see that the line we have added, Python programming language, is visible there. So that is how we can write a file. However, when we are using the write file, if you have noticed before earlier, the first line of the text file was hello world. But when we used W or write option, it will overwrite. It will remove whatever was there before. So in order for that to not happen, so we can use append function. So to use append function, we will similarly, we will first open the file, but instead of W, we are going to say A, which stands for append. So let us run that, and we will add a new line to this file. So let us just say line 2, and let us run this. Now, if let us close the file, and so now if we open the line, if we open the file again, so if we open the file again and we print, we will see the line 1, and we can also see, so even the second line will be visible. So it says programming language, and here this it says line 2, which is what we have added. So it can even be displayed in the next line if we just use /n. So that is how we write and append the files. So finally, coming to how we can manipulate files on Python, we can also create a new text file using the Python script. So we can say, let us create another text file in the same path, in the same folder. So we can say open. So let us call it demo2. So we will create a new text file called demo2. So, so we can create a new text file by using X. We can also we can write. So we can write any content that we wish. So I'm going to write new file. So if we run this and let us close the file. Okay, now let us try to open this file. So if we run this again, so similarly, we can create a text file through Python. And in the same way, we can also delete the file that we have created. Similarly, we can also read a CSV file. So here I have a CSV file called education.csv. So we can copy this path. So we can say f.open. So here let us paste the path of the CSV file, and we mention R so that we can read the content of the file. So by running this line, we can open the CSV file in Python, and to view its contents, we can say print f.read. So by running this line, we can see here that the content of the CSV file is visible here. As you can see, it is a huge data set. So we can view the contents of the CSV file. So that is how we can manipulate files on Python. That is all for today's session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching.